What's up with Bally's? I saw it on KSTK that I guess they're not going to be covering the Blues and the Cardinals 2020 at the end of this year. Is that like set? Did we know that?
Nothing set, but
next year though.
Next year, yeah.
So what they're saying though is that Bally's could sort of drop out. Trust me, I'm at the bottom of the totem pole. I'm not speaking for Bally's, but I do believe that if that happens, that there's plans in place where Cardinal games will go on pretty much the way they are now.
And Blues?
And Blues.
Okay. Well, people were asking. I saw it. I don't know. I thought maybe people already knew that, but.
That's super interesting, though. And by the way, I never thought that the Cardinals and Blues games weren't going to be broadcast. It's just about who's going to broadcast them. I mean, if you're the Cardinals or the Blues, do you want to try a Yes Network type model and own those broadcasts? I mean, the Cardinals already own 30% of, I guess, the Bally's. They own 30% of Bally Sports Midwest. This is kind of random because it happened yesterday, and just because I follow this. So NASCAR just announced their new TV rights deal. So NASCAR always had this split recently where the first half of the season is on Fox, second half they hand it off to NBC Sports. And so now they added TNT and Amazon Prime. So basically you're going to have like the first, I think 14 races it is, Fox. They're going to hand off to either TNT or then they hand off to Prime for streaming, and then they hand off to NBC Sports for the end. But a lot of people I saw were complaining about this. And you understand. Because think about it now if you're a consumer. If you love NASCAR, and this is the reason I bring this up is the same thing could potentially happen with the Cardinals and Blues. If people think, okay, well, maybe the Cardinals do this, but there's going to be a little streaming piece. There's going to be a little Apple TV piece. There's going to be this. And I complain about this too. I just want to watch the games.
Yeah, dude.
I have to have all these stupid channels for my kids, but I wouldn't if I didn't have kids.
I know.
I don't want to have every freaking streaming, okay? No. So I understand why people are like, dude, I just did the math. If you make me get this cable, this streaming, blah, 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 I need to get this tier of cable for this, I'm now spending $150 a month.
I know.
And I'm just throwing out a number, whatever it is. I'm now spending $150 a month just to get all my NASCAR races. So you understand why fans can be pissed about this evolving model. We talked about this with soccer. Okay, if you have to go ahead and get the Apple TV.
We do.
No, I know.
I have it and I still don't watch it.
And
that sucks, dude.
Cardinal fans have been ticked off already with the carrier situation with Bally's. That
and before that, yes.
You could say it's on Bally's. It's not. I mean, it's the changing of the guard in television, how it works, and the emergence of streaming. But also, even if you do have Bally's, some of the games suddenly being on Apple or another where you'd have to pay extra to get it. So I get frustration with that.
I don't know if it was Bally's at the time, but I chased it around, I think, 2 times. I was at DirecTV, but then I was sick of DirecTV's customer service, so I went to YouTube TV. I'm telling you, the second I went to YouTube TV, they had a dispute with Bally's. They dropped it. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to spend my whole life ping-ponging back and forth.
Chasing around.
So I went back to DirecTV, which I don't like because their customer service is awful, but I did it specifically for Bally's so I could watch Cardinals and Blues.
And I probably shouldn't even say this, but in fairness to Bally's, which gets demonized a lot, even before what's going on, so you have deals in place with a lot of major carriers, right? And then you go to YouTube and they're like, no, we're a discount carrier. We can't pay that. Okay, but how do we – this is the rate. We can't charge you differently than the other carriers. This is our rate, and they're gone. That's just the changing landscape of television. We've seen that not just with Cardinals baseball or Bally's, it's going on all over the country.
Well, that's always happened, though. I mean, that happened the first time Big Ten Network, the second it came out, it started getting into issues with the cable providers in Michigan. And there was a dispute, and it usually lasts till about one football game. Remember this with Fox recently? Wasn't it until the NFL started they finally got the deal done with the local carriers? I'm talking about local Fox 2. Fox 2 had an issue.
Oh, really?
Here locally. And it literally got decided, I think, right before the NFL season started.